Hello, Gemini. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly zodiac reading, tuning into the week's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for you. This is a general reading. Boy, it's already coming through. It feels like... I just want to say cross watchers are welcome. Anybody who perceives that this reading has messages for them, you're welcome into here, this space. Let's get going because I'm already getting a lot of messages coming through. It's like, let's get to it. Let's get down. Gemini's come to work. All right. Wow. Your oracle card for this reading is Solitude, number 13. Let's see. I'm going to get my eyeballs. See what messages come through for you, Gemini, around solitude. I am comfortable in my own skin as I detach to replenish my soul. Meditation is required when you receive the Solitude card as a sign. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through superfluous. There we go. Empty your mind of superfluous thoughts and allow stillness to flow through your whole being. This is not an advantageous time to ask questions or push forward in any way. Rather, it's a period for a conscious retreat. What's called for now is to step back and take your focus off of your life and your troubles. You'll be surprised by how things sort themselves out once you've replenished your energy by means of a much needed rest and time out. So it has that transformational energy about it. There's the getting out of your head, quieting your mind, mindfulness meditation. With mindfulness meditation, you can follow your breath. So your attention, you realize that you're a consciousness, that you are not your thoughts. You're the consciousness observing the thoughts. So that's the place that you're wanting to be. It's more of a place of listening, not broadcasting, not constantly thinking, but listening. You can listen to your breath, your heartbeat, listen to the noises around you without connecting any thought to them, just observing. All right, so Gemini, let's get to your tarot reading for this week. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. All right. In the past, Gemini, you were in the Nine of Wands, defensive, exhausted from having to, feels like, defend yourself, protect yourself. Feels like I have to do it by myself. I can see why the solitude, there might be a resistance to solitude because there's, I get this feeling like I have to do things by myself and not liking that. Universe is like, true dat. Ace of Swords. Looks like why you got defensive in the past was you had some clarity. Maybe some downloads. You started seeing things differently. Wow. Some truth came in, some clarity, and it caused a tower. Feels like a very painful tower, this truth. I'm seeing things very clearly now. Wow. All right. I'm not getting what that truth was. Let's keep going, Gemini, and see what in the past was driving that that truth, that defensiveness. It looks like in your subconscious in the past was the Nine of Cups in reverse. A lack of soul fulfillment was driving this defensiveness, and it feels like you wanted to get out of this exhaustive, defensive state of being. You wanted the truth. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. It was because you were so unfulfilled on a soul level. Feels like you were staying in an environment where you had to keep your guard up against the people closest to you. Couldn't trust people, couldn't trust yourself. Maybe that's at the root of this. And it was very unsoul fulfilling. You weren't following your soul fulfillment. You were staying someplace because it's comfortable, because I'm used to being a wounded warrior. Maybe you were in a bit of victim energy, and that felt very normal to you. And so, but that's not your soul fulfillment. It wasn't to stay as a victim and staying around people who aren't for you. Boy. It looks like, a lot of truth coming through, a lot of painful truth. I think in the past you knew that someone you were involved with, something you were connected with, your state of being was a lack of soul fulfillment. And it's almost like you brought in Archangel Michael, very direct, very powerful. You wanted the truth. You kept bringing in your subconscious the truth. And I feel like you were also kind of ignoring the truth that your subconscious, like intuitive hits. It feels like what you were picking up in the past, kind of rattling around in your subconscious, was that someone you were connected with was betraying you. You were putting them first, and they were putting you second, third, fourth, last. There's a lot of heartbreak, third party type of energy. So it doesn't mean necessarily this person was having an affair or betraying you in that way. It could be that they put anyone and maybe everyone in front of you. It was heartbreaking. It feels like just the worst. Feels like you didn't want to see the truth of this. It does have I want the truth, but I can't handle the truth. And when the truth finally surfaces to your consciousness and you're able to receive the truth, it causes a tower. It completely obliterates the way you perceive yourself and this connection, this person. Very earth-shattering, very destructive, and necessary, because it feels like you were living a lie and you weren't going after your soul fulfillment. You were staying in this chronic state of Nine of Wands, maybe PTSD, kind of a chronic, unhealed state of victimhood. All right, so Gemini, in present energy, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, a lack of self-love. That's what the Solitude card was even talking about, a need to love yourself, to separate, to find what's your energy and what's not your energy, to really love yourself. To really acknowledge how do I love myself? How do I show myself that I love me? Well, I create healthy boundaries. I take care of my body, mind, and soul. I hold space for my emotions. I allow myself to heal. I put myself first. I choose myself first. I make decisions about if it's good for me. I'm not giving up my seniority. And I want to be whole and complete and love myself so I can attract people who are whole and complete. Looks like that's where you're heading. You're wanting to move forward. It looks like you've transformed a lot. It looks like you're really, wow, beautiful, Gemini. Very beautiful. It looks like you're ready to move forward. I want to show off. I want everyone to see this new transformed me. And it looks like you're wanting partnership. But first that heart space needs to heal, or you will attract a similar pattern. Okay, so it looks like once you heal this heart space, someone's moving towards you or you're moving towards someone. Messages about a partnership that is soul fulfilling. However, it makes you feel very insecure. It feels like it brings up a lot of fears. I'm afraid I'm going to recreate the past. I'm not feeling secure about this. I'm feeling insecure. All right. Gemini, what's driving your present energy from the subconscious is the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so a lack of alignment. Feels like you have gotten comfortable in the past chronically of operating out of your alignment with yourself, with source. You've gotten really good at tolerating being uncomfortable, being sad, being in pain, being betrayed. But that doesn't mean that has to be your future. It looks like you still are bringing in this energy of the truth. I'm wanting to learn a new way of being, a new way of operating, a new way of operating in the energy of truth, clarity. That's what's driving this. But I can't operate. It looks like you're learning when you're aligned and when you're not aligned. That's it. That's also why you need the solitude right now. To really, so you can learn, okay, I am aligned right now. I'm not aligned. How does it feel to be aligned? I make great decisions for myself when I'm aligned and am in the truth, in my truth. I don't make very good decisions for myself when I'm out of alignment, when I'm out of whack. How do I know when I'm out of whack? Because I'm fearful, I'm nervous, I'm insecure, I'm angry, I'm not in a good place. It feels like you're really learning about truth, how to be honest with yourself, learning a new way of seeing yourself and your world. And that's what's moving your conscious energy. Wanting to operate in truth. See yourself truthfully. Be honest with yourself. Be willing to be honest and communicate your truth with others, even though it might upset them. You're not responsible for others' feelings. Feels like you've had to tell a lot of lies to the people around you in the past because they're very unstable and in their ego and couldn't handle the truth. And so you kind of dissociated and tell them a lot of lies and then tell yourself lies to try to deal with people who can't handle the truth. And quite possibly you might have had difficulty with criticism and others seeing you in ways that you don't want to see yourself. It feels like you're turning that around. You're realizing that it's not about being perfect. It's more about soul fulfillment. And it's okay to feel insecure and uncomfortable with these changes. But addressing those. All right, Gemini, your next step, wow, is 8 of Cups. It looks like your next steps are to move away from anything that's not for you, anything that's not fulfilling on a soul level, that you don't feel loved. If the 8 Cups picture, there are 8 cups, but they're not fulfilling for that person. It's just not enough. And so the person, by their willingness, their trust and belief in themselves and the universe, they walk away from what's just not for them. Maybe it's not that this person is a monster or walking away from bad people. It's walking away. Maybe people in the past didn't know how to love you, didn't know how to care for you, because you also didn't know how to love yourself, how to set healthy boundaries, how to speak your truth, how to be whole and complete. So you're walking towards that sun, walking towards your 9 of Cups, from 8 of Cups to 9 of Cups, to your soul fulfillment. So it looks like you're putting yourself first in these next steps. And I have to say, I really love it. You're no longer willing to sacrifice yourself for drama and people who are just kind of difficult to work with. Either they're competitive, they bring drama, there's a lack of moving forward because they just always want to, this feels like they always want to fight about the past, or they're always trying to pull you into the past. They always want something from you. They're always blaming you and projecting stuff onto you. It's like you're no longer sacrificing yourself, your soul fulfillment for others. Wow. All right, what's driving your next step is balance. And it also feels like you're being called temperance. Archangel Raphael, healing that heart space, bringing balance, transmuting lack and things that aren't true about yourself, healing the pain. There's also patience as you walk towards your soul fulfillment. It looks like you're ready to release a lot of burdens, a lot of energy that's exhausting. It feels like as you self-sabotage, that Ace of Cups in reverse, as you hold yourself back, as you continue to run programs and beliefs and be around people and in situations that are not for you, it's exhausting. It looks like you're streamlining, you're getting rid of resistance to being yourself and moving towards soul fulfillment. How many times can I say soul fulfillment? This is about you. This is very much, it's about figuring out what you want in that solitude and releasing the burdens. You're ending a very exhausting cycle where you take on too much, where you have taken on others people's pain, you've taken on other people's projections, and it feels like you realize this and you're able to move on in a very loving way. You want to heal your past and move toward your future. And that's what's up, Gemini. Wow, what a great reading. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you like this reading. Hit that like button for me. That lets me know that you enjoyed this. It's a nice energetic exchange for this very free reading, to just hit that like button for me. And if you like these readings and you haven't already, if you hit that subscribe button for me, I really appreciate a like. Hint, hint. So, all right, take care, Gemini. Oh, I want to let you know, if this is your first time to one of my readings, that I do the weekly zodiac readings. I do a daily psychic reading for collective, whoever is watching. And then on the weekends, I do a love reading and a business finance reading. A lot here for you. Hope to see you again. Thanks. Bye.